Hello and welcome. In today's masterclass, we've got Cookie from PageFly. Welcome, Cookie. Thanks for coming on.
Hi, Paul. Thank you so much for having me today. And I'm so happy to talk to you today.
Perfect. And we're going to do a deep dive, aren't we, into product page optimization, how to convert people using product pages and some best practice. But before we go into that deep dive, for anyone who's been living under a rock and really for the purpose of the video, if anyone hasn't heard of PageFly, perhaps you could tell us what PageFly allows you to do, and in a few quick sentences, what are the main benefits that PageFly users get?
Thank you, Paul. So allow me to introduce a little bit about PageFly. PageFly is a highly efficient tool to create well-designed pages, such as home pages, landing pages, collection pages, and especially product pages to drive more sales and increase conversion rate for Shopify online stores. So whether you are a small or medium-sized business or even a Shopify Plus brand, you can publish high-quality pages and manage your site with confidence. And I must say that PageFly users they create mostly product pages beside collection and regular page, landing page, or collection pages.
Perfect. Yeah, I think most people do know, as I said before, what PageFly, who PageFly are, and what you guys do. But I think what a lot of people are going to be interested in are, your best recommendations on how to increase conversions specifically for product pages. So if you could tell us a little bit about that, that'd be great.
Thank you. So, to my knowledge and experience, there are two approaches with product layout. One is you have to collapse the overall design of your product page using accordion. With this approach, we have two types of layouts, the horizon collapse and the vertical one. The other one, which is my personal favorite, is the one-long page layout design. This approach also have two types, with or without the sticky table content. The reason why I like the one-long page layout is its simplicity. So you have all the content section displayed by default so that the user does not have to actively click on anything on the page to navigate. They just need to scroll down to find the information they need. And secondly, it's really easy to design with this layout, especially with product page using PageFly. So you can create a pattern layout or zigzag pattern layout and etc. And lastly, compared to the collapse approach, the one-long page layout design will deliver the best chance for customer to know they need before making a buying decision, like product details, product media, or product description, and especially product reviews. And I would like to emphasize about displaying reviews in the product page because I know that Opinew is known for being one of the best review survey apps. So I'm wondering what are the recommendations for laying out different review widgets on the product page and what are they useful for?
Yeah, good question. I think it goes back to what you were saying in that point about keeping it simple and clean for the product page. Making sure that you only really have what you need. So product stars in or around or under or around the pricing is really important. So you want to make sure that those star ratings are showing there. And then you want a product review widget somewhere down the bottom that you can either scroll to. And contrary to what you said, actually, I think it's a good idea to have the ability to click those product stars, which will take you to the section of the page, just in case someone doesn't want to scroll. I see that so often from other review providers. And personally, myself, when I look at reviews and I click on those star ratings, I expect to be taken to the review widget. But in essence, they're the only two things you really need on a product page, because I'm sure you've all seen it. I know I have, where you go onto a site and you're trying to buy something and you're fighting all the pop-ups and all the information that's on the screen that isn't related to buying that product. So you've got spinning wheels going on and free delivery pop-ups. And it's the same with review widgets. If you have too much going on, it can be a bit overwhelming from a customer experience point of view. So they're the two main ones that you need just to keep it clean and simple. The other ones I would recommend aren't specific to the product page, but they will be included potentially on the product page, is like a floating widget that sort of sticks to the side of the page as you scroll up and down. I like this because it's not intrusive to the customer experience and to their buying journey. It means that they can click it at any point that they want, and it will pull up a little box in the middle of the screen where they can see the reviews. Equally, having like an all reviews tab at the top, whether you have that locked on the top bar for just the homepage or all of the pages, including the products page, that's really good for converting sort of first time customers, because they might want to see sort of general reviews about your brand rather than specifically about the product. So that's quite nice. But yeah, I spoke a little bit about some of the mistakes I see with like widgets popping up everywhere. But what is it that you wish people stopped doing as well? I'm sure you've seen a few.
Yeah, when I check many stores and I see two main things I would like to provide here. So the first thing is I think don't ever require customer to create new account when they want to leave reviews. Well, streamline the review submission process by requiring only necessary and relevant information, and we can optimize the form fields. Like we just need to ask the name, their email, and their feeling when they use the product. That's it. And secondly, we should display minimum of 6 reviews by default with the ability of load more button. I think showing a minimum of 6 reviews by default will typically be a good starting point. This number offers user enough information to gain additional insight into the product reviews while still keeping the list manageable. If you display too few review and customer need to like click on many pages to read more and more reviews, or if you display too many reviews, so it's customer where they can feel like overwhelmed. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I've seen it where people have just been scrolling for ages and maybe they don't want to read the reviews. Maybe they want to get to the bottom of the page. So that's actually a really good point. And plus, if you have, that's why it's important to make sure you've got the best converting reviews showing first. So, say if you've got those 6 reviews showing and then you have a load more button or something, you've got to make sure that those reviews make people want to hit that load more button. So that's a really good point, Cookie. The only thing I would probably disagree with that is if you have like a carousel style theme. So if you have your reviews on carousel cards, you're probably not going to get 6 on the page if they're good quality reviews with lots of text, because it's just not going to fit on the screen and it'll stretch the screen. So that's probably the only time I would say that that's not quite right. But in general, yeah, that's absolutely spot on. And have you seen any funny or unusual review placements across the product page? I'm sure you've seen a few.
I think I remember that one. Well, when I check a store in the Shopify community, because the customer they asked for my feedback about their store, and when I check the product page, the first section is the product details. It has product title, product price, and it shows immediately the review which is inside the product details. I think display is not suitable
Mm.
for short reviews. As you mentioned above, the review widgets should be placed lower down the screen. So I just set them to move the review part lower, at least under the product description. And also suggest them to include the star rating under or just above the pricing.
Yeah, I'm glad we're on the same page on that. I've seen that as well, where the review widget is sort of locked away in the product description, and it just makes it messy and hard to find. It's just not a nice experience. It's very jarring. We should just stick to the product stars review widget lower on the page. It's sort of tried and tested, and it works well. And until someone can show me a better way of doing it, then I'm going to carry on recommending that way. But are there any examples you'd like to share of brands that are really using PageFly sort of to its best potential? Like who's killing it in the product page space?
Mm, I think we have many good Shopify stores, but I want to show here there are Poland. They sell diffuser for customers to have a clean area and clean room. And when I check their product page, they have really simple product pages like the product review under the product details. And when I scroll down, I find the information I need: that product title, product price, and many sales campaign. And then I see many review with customer reviews with photos. And I think it's a good example to
Sure.
provide here.
So they're not doing anything particularly groundbreaking. It is just following that formula of keeping it clean, keeping it simple, and just making the design look good for when people look at the store.
Yeah, you're right. They are using the one long page layout design that I talked about, and and the information is very clean and simple to know and before making decision, buy a decision. Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Cookie, for coming on. And what we're going to do, we're going to add onto the end of this video a way where Opinew and PageFly can integrate, so the integration instructions basically. But thanks so much for coming on and giving your insights. It's been really great to have you on here. We're going to show you how to set up and activate the Opinew integration inside of PageFly. First, you'll need to activate the integration by going inside the integrations menu and locating Opinew. Then, we'll need to create a new product page or edit any existing product page. This can also be any kind of page where you'll display a product. If you're creating a new one, you can choose from one of the many templates that PageFly has to offer, or you can start from scratch. On the product details section, click on the box and select a product in the right sidebar. Don't worry, as you can always attribute this to any of the products assigned to this product page template later when you publish the page. Once that's set up, we're now going to add Opinew's product review widget and star rating widget to the product page. On the left sidebar, locate the third-party elements icon and open it. The integration is activated, and a Opinew element will appear. Click on it to see all widgets available that you can add to your pages. In this case, we've selected the main review widget and the star rating widget. Click on the widgets and drag it to your page. Then simply save your edited page and click on Publish. Select for which products this product page will be assigned to, and voila! Please make sure to double check on a live preview that the widget elements are displaying correctly. If you'd like any help, or to do any customization to your widgets, you'll need to go inside Opinew's widget customization settings, or reach out to the live support chat.
So now I would like to introduce a little bit about PageFly. Launched in September 2017, PageFly is a user-friendly Shopify landing page builder app that allows store owners to build up an online store with drag and drop features. Our purpose is to help merchants to boost website conversions at a minimum cost. Currently, we are having over 130,000 Shopify active merchants with more than 6,000 reviews on Shopify App Store. We also get 4.9 Shopify star rating too, which is amazing to achieve. That's why we built PageFly with some major solutions. The first solution is that PageFly will help you to boost your store conversion rate. And with PageFly, you can reduce costs on page making or updating. The process of building or updating your store pages is somehow expensive. PageFly will also give you insight to improve your store conversions. So, you may wonder why PageFly is the best choice for store optimization. The first thing I want to mention here are PageFly features. With PageFly, you can have access to more than 90 beautiful pre-made templates with more than 50 elements ready to present rich content. We can mention here countdown timer, video elements that support YouTube video, HTML video, content list element, and global sections that can be used on own pages or Instagram element, etc., and many useful elements that are built with a mobile-first mindset. And PageFly provides your store clean code, lazy load feature for fast loading speed. PageFly also have integrations with many third-party apps that have your store to show just building elements such as bundle, reviews and rating, upsell and cross-sell, email marketing, subscription, and many other third-party apps. And you don't need to spend a lot of time and money to work with a designer or a developer. PageFly also supports to have Google Analytics and Facebook Pixel, and to have you to have a general view on the page performance. PageFly also provides PageFly Analytics inside your PageFly dashboard with many metrics such as add to cart, conversion rate, the number of reviews, and visitors. So about benefit, what merchant receive when using PageFly? Well, Shopify merchant in all plans have access to 24/7 live chat support. And merchants do not worry about the communication with us as we provide more than 9 support languages besides English. We have Chinese, French, German, Japanese, and etc. And in the free plan, you can have access to all PageFly features and functions. So I hope the information about will help you grasp and understand more about PageFly, and let's give it a try with PageFly today.